Alright gang, welcome to another video. As you can see, I'm parked by the side of the road in the middle of nowhere after a spirited drive out in Hardis. I thought I should give you all a quick tour of the 340 while it cools down. If you are new to the channel, welcome and join the gang already. Just hit that subscribe button and join the community. Alright, let's go. Let's check the car out. This is the 40. This is the 340. I'm gonna take you all through the stuff that I've done to the car, so it's not really gonna be a review because I'm sure you all have seen like this 3 Series everywhere. They are more than 10 years old now, so you know a lot about them. So what I've done to the car is just the basic stuff, man. The first thing that I did is the lip. Obviously you need to add some contrast, especially with the white car. So this is one of the first things that I have installed. It's a one piece OEM. It fits nice because it was made for the car, and honestly it looks very nice for me. I like it. I feel like it makes the car look very aggressive, and then it adds a lot of contrast. And then I also changed my grille from a silver chrome grille to this one, and this is a double slat like you find on the M cars. So many people don't like it. It's a bit divisive because an M car is supposed to be an M car, but for me, if something looks nice, I'm just gonna put it on the car. And honestly, something like a grill, I feel like it's something, it's small, it's nothing serious. So that's more or less it on the front of the car. The car came with this ugly ass halogen lights, which I really hate. And I think on the F-Series LCI it's not so easy to retrofit better lights like it was on the pre-facelift. But if I'm wrong, you'll let me know in the comments. I'm looking to change this, but I'm still trying to figure out what I should do. Let's see what's happening on the side. Man, the F30 is such a pretty car. Let me know in the comments if you all agree. It's such a pretty aggressive, like focused design, and I love it a lot. It's just gonna age well, and it's already aging super well. Many people still prefer it over the new G20. I don't know which one I prefer because the G20 also looks very nice, especially the pre-facelift. But the F30, it's a pretty car. All right, let's go through the mods from the front. The M4 wheels. So these are the original M4 wheels of an M4, and I love them a lot. They are my favorite wheels on the 3 Series. I feel like they look so aggressive with this deep dish type of setup. They look amazing. They need a bit of work, so I'm gonna have to take them for refurb. I just need to find a company that I trust. And the car is spec'd with the M Sport brakes. You know them by being blue, so these are not painted. They came with the car. They are maybe not that much, but they are bigger than the standard ones, and they look nice. Yeah, so you got the M Sports blue brakes, which at the moment they squeal because of the pads that I have that I need to change soon. What I also did is changed the mirrors to put the M style mirrors that you find on the M4s and the M3s. Again, another divisive mod. Many people say M stuff needs to stay on M stuff. I love them. I don't mind them. I know they don't come with the car and they come with the M cars, but if they look nice, what should I do? They look awesome. The only thing is they make a bit of a whistling noise when you drive when it's windy and you are driving. It's not very noticeable, and you're not gonna notice it when you have the windows up, but this is something that you need to keep in mind if you put this on. For me, it's something that I hardly ever notice it, to be honest. And then here I have the M Performance stickers. I think I got this off Take a Lot, very cheap, installed them myself, and no issues ever since. I like how they look. What I'm also gonna put is the side skirts extension. Man, this angle of the F30 is just lit, man. This is one of my favorite angles. Super focused. Okay, coming to the back, first thing I put was the spoiler. So this is the PSM high kick spoiler. It's very aggressive, and then you can see it on the mirror as you drive, but it's very big and it's very aggressive. It's like a ducktail style, type of setup. I haven't done a lot of work on the back, as you see, but I feel like when I put in the rest of the cosmetic mods, it's just gonna come together with the wing and the diffuser and all the stuff. I have this little flicks here on the side, also very cheap, installed them myself. They're gonna connect very well with the side skirts extensions when I've installed them. So far that's it for the back. I haven't done a lot of work on it, and it's still an empty canvas. Plans, what am I gonna do to the first thing that I'm gonna be doing will be the diffuser. So I'm gonna have to put a nice aggressive diffuser. It has to be big. I'm also gonna change the pipes. I'm thinking either M Sports or Akrapovic. Maybe M Sports. I like the M Sport ones. They're gonna be much bigger, and the badge is obviously gonna change to black. This thing here, this ugly thing, I'm gonna keep it because I use it kind of, and then when you drive in the city, people just bump you on the back. So when you bump me, you're gonna have to hit this thing first and mess up your car, for being ignorant. That's more or less it for the car. That's a quick tour of the car. The car is stock, so there's no need to go over any mechanical mods. That's the 40. That's the 340. Look at that. Such a pretty car. Alright, now we're just gonna check the interior. So yeah, inside the Beamer, what do we have? I mean, it's just a normal F-Series interior. I'm sure you've seen this a million times already, so no, there's no really need to spend a lot of time on it. I'm gonna go through my spec. Came with a heads-up display. Love it a lot. It's very useful. You get the speed, the navigation details, media, and all the stuff. You can see it here. It just doesn't have a rev count, which would have been amazing, but you only get that in the M cars. And then here we have something that's very critical on all BMW cars, is the Harman Kardon sound system. Sounds amazing inside, but for some reason it rattles outside, and it's not just my car. I've heard it on other BMWs. When you play the music out loud, the side skirts rattle because of the bass. The subwoofers are below the seats. Yes, and you have the extended details on the clutch. You have a screen here and here, and then you can see some additional stuff on cars like the M240. Try it's M240 here, but on the 3 series and the 4 series, it's just additional details that you can see there. It's spec'd with the professional iDrive. You get things like the hard drive. I don't remember how many gigs, but it's plenty. I think like 20. You can store your songs in there, but obviously you have a USB thing inside where you can put your USB to expand your storage. So yeah, with the professional iDrive, you get a bigger screen, obviously. And mine is piano black here, which I prefer over the red and blue that you can get with the other cars. I prefer the piano black. I think it looks nice. I do need some color in the cabin, and I'm gonna tell you all what I'm gonna be doing. But interior wise, I mean, it's more than enough for me. It's perfect. I like the way they implemented everything. I like the way they put the screen there. Many people hate it because it feels like a tablet stuck onto the top of the dashboard, but for me it's perfect like this. It's just, I forgot to mention how the armrest in these F30s seems to fall apart and look like they are melting.
I have a 2007 Honda Civic with almost double the mileage, and the armrest still looks perfect. One would expect a car of the 3 Series class to have better material.
It comes with a nice sunroof that's more than big enough. I prefer to drive with it, open for ventilation. And then the roof is black, as it should be on all fast cars. Let's go through all the stuff that I want to do to the car. The first one, let me show you the steering wheel. I'm gonna cover the steering wheel with suede. I'm sure you've seen it on many other owners of F-Series cars. It's one of the first mods that people do. So you cover it in suede. It looks much nicer. And then many of the covers come with the 12-volt clock. So I would want it to have that 12-volt clock stripe, and I need it in red because it makes the interior looks more sporty. And then I'm also gonna swap this for a red start-stop button. This is like the first. These are like the basics of modding the F-Series interior. And then so the car came with a lighting package. So you get some ambient lighting here, and then somewhere there in the footrest, and then there, and also at the back, and then underneath here, and then on the passenger dash. It's nice, but it's not that visible because back then ambient lighting was not really a big thing. I think it was only Benz that I was taking it seriously, but BMW just added some orange here. You can see it, but it's not a lot. The other thing I wish I had is Android Auto and CarPlay, but I remember back then BMW only had CarPlay, so I can code this to get CarPlay, but I'm an Android guy. I use Android, so I'm still trying to figure out what I should do there. I know I can get something aftermarket, but I prefer OEM. I feel like it integrates and fits in much better. I don't want like additional buttons and stuff. I just want everything to work as is.
Now that's it for the interior. Let's listen to how the car exhaust sounds with these few clips that I shot. It was very windy, so the sound clarity won't be the best, but don't worry, I'll record this again in the near future. Alright, now let's go for a quick drive so I can give you all my thoughts on the car.
So coming back to the 340i, it's a perfect car, man. When you want to drive fast, the power is there. Oh, the power is there, and the torque, the B58 just got insane torque, and this car is stock. So as soon as you start to modify it like everyone does, it just it just transforms into a beast. It just goes crazy. So yeah, the car is just it's an amazing car, man. It's well sorted. It sounds nice. The B58 engine tone, even though mine is still stock, it still sounds amazing, and it drives very well because it's a BMW. This is what they do. So and it looks very nice. The interior is perfect. Some people say it's dated, but for me it's still on point. It's just it's still perfect. It looks nice. To be honest, the only thing you need in a car, especially when it comes to the interior, is like proper quality. It has to be well built, but But the other thing that's critical, it's the sound system. And then luckily this one comes with a very nice sound system. And then when it comes to the infotainment, you just want to connect your phone, either Bluetooth or CarPlay and Android Auto. So those are the only things that you need. The other things are gimmicks, right? Most of the time, or 99% of the time, you just get in your car, you play music, and then you start it and you go. You don't mess around with the whole lot of screens and touch screens. So as soon as you have those things, you know, you can navigate through the car with things like Waze and Google Maps. When you have stuff like Android Auto, your car is complete. I mean, you can play music from your phone, from the USB or whatever. Those are the only things that you need in the car. All these other bells and whistles, you're only gonna use them once and then you're gonna forget about them. The next time you remember them is when you try to impress your friends. But in this car you can impress your friends by putting your foot down and then and then this is what you get. So the car is it's a perfect car. I mean, this one is missing things like Android Auto and CarPlay, and for a car this fast you definitely wish you had them. Why? Because I mean, most of the time we drive on public roads and then the po-pos are always out to get us. You know, if you just like go slightly above the speed limits, you know, they are just there to get you. So I'm not encouraging any of you all to speed. Drive within the speed limit. Don't say Francis told you all to do anything, but yeah, you know, things like Waze, you need them to pick up cams and also hazards and accident, because when you drive fast, obviously your reaction time is no matter how fast you are, but you know, the faster you go, the less efficient it is. So the car, it's an amazing car. I would recommend it to anyone who wants to buy it, but obviously you have to understand that it's an old car now. I mean, they are on the second or third iteration of the B58, so it's kind of an old car. It was introduced in 2016, the first car to have the B58 in it, and now the B58 is on close to 300 kilowatts. They launched it with 240 kilowatts in this car. I don't know why, because it's way limited compared to, you know, like the M2 40s and 50s, which followed up not long after they launched this one. So maybe they were still experimenting. Maybe they were still fixing up a few things, because I think with the B58, this and the 440 are the only ones to come with less than 250 kilowatts. The rest of the stuff, it's way above. So the rest of the stuff you have 250 kilowatts, like in the 240s and all that. So we're gonna.
So what are my closing thoughts? The 340i is a very good car with plenty of power, a great engine and gearbox combination, and most importantly, an insane tuning potential. As an older car, it's also a great bang for your buck, and I would love to compare it to a C43 AMG. We should also be getting in the affordable range now, as it's old. Again, it's an older car, so if you're looking to get one, make sure you do your research, because like I said, it has insane tuning potential and most people take advantage of that. So make sure you do your homework or you're gonna be crying. Right, I'm gonna end the video here, but if you all want a proper review of the car, let me know in the comments and then I'll create one. Check you all out in the next one.